What's up, everybody? I'm Dante. I run Dante's Sports Data, where we find the most consistent players and teams across all sports every single day so you don't have to guess. Today, I'm going to be talking about the spot, and this is a spot that I've been targeting, especially in the NBA, and it is a spot where I think you can get a really good edge, and it's a spot many people really do not talk about. So let's get into a spot I've loved to target this season especially. We're going to look for front-end back-to-back matchups. So what this means is this team, or this player more so, if we're targeting players in this spot, you're going to want to find players that are questionable and on the front end of a back-to-back. Now, a lot of people will talk about the back end of a back-to-back and be like, oh, a player played last night, they're tired. You don't hear as many people talking about the front end of a back-to-back. Because we target this, it flies a little bit under the radar. Yes, the sportsbooks know that they have a game the next day, but we found that the lines have not really adjusted as much as they should in these specific spots. So front end back-to-back, we want a player who's questionable. Now, one thing about this strategy is if you're going to be playing questionable players that are questionable or have been dealing with injury, a lot of times they might not be on the injury report, but they've been nursing an injury. There will be players that won't be on the injury report but are still dealing with something. Same situation applies. Now, you will get a lot of slips voided, not a lot, a handful of slips voided with this strategy. With players being ruled out a few hours before the game, it does happen, but I'd way rather take the chance, get the edge, and then just have the voided bet and get my money back and look for the next spot. So you might be asking, why this logic? So if a player is questionable and on the front end of a back-to-back, you have to think about the coaching logic. And in today's NBA, it is a lot different than it used to be. So let's have our player here. He's dealing with a knee injury. If that player normally, let's say, plays 30 minutes a game, the coach might want to limit that player's minutes because they've got a game tomorrow. They've got a game the following day. They know this player is dealing with an injury. They'd rather not. The NBA's became way more cautious with injuries over the past 5 to 10 years, where they're just sitting these players or limiting them or sitting them for quarters at a time, or late in game. If it's not a super close game, coach will just make a business decision. Hey, you're going to the bench and you're resting. Now, there are other factors that come into this. We have to make sure that the line is set high enough and we feel as if we have an edge. In the way we're finding these spots, we are actually releasing a full sports betting analytics platform. It's going to have live betting. You'll be able to find these spots easy, but on top of it, it's got live betting, bet generators. It's got everything that you will need to be a successful sports bettor. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That way you do not miss when that drops. It is dropping very soon, and links are on the description. If you want early access to that software, my VIP members are getting it first down below. And the price is literally going to double when this drops. The software itself is worth double the price of what VIP is now because it will add that much more value. And VIP is free to start, $0 free trial, link down below. I'll see you in the next video.